Hello and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. Let's continue. In still the first turn, we've broken free towards Stalingrad here. And yeah, let's fix that right up. So let's see, we might have to give up some of these positions ultimately. I'd rather not do that, but there's not a whole lot we can do there. So I'll have both of these sit on that, but I think let's see, I definitely want to have some units out here. Which unit can cross? The Romanians. That's probably still a good idea to do. Basically, I think that if I take this and this, they might not get across, and holding this is probably a bit easier. Like, I think I can hold the city with 2 divisions. I'll take the 79th and I guess move it into Kalach. And I'll take the Croatian Legion as well, her infantry regiment, and also put it out here. I don't want to give up Kalach as it is. No, unfortunately they cannot cross. Okay. No, it's also not that both of them can get into the fort. That would be nice too. These two will likely retreat and or rout. I can see them do that. So do I have anything else that can move around this area? I don't think so. No. Because then maybe I would be able to push these guys, but because these guys cannot get in there, that is not gonna happen. Yeah, that's through this way, and then this 10, so they would need an additional movement, and I cannot push these guys away. So there's no way I can like encircle those units. But you see, that makes it tricky because I'd really like to get into this hex, but then I actually just straight up can't. I also need to reinforce this area here. The AI is actually pretty likely to attack this position, but I think they'll hold out for a turn. I'll put the Romanians in there though. I need these guys to be relatively powerful. They would probably attack here too. The question is, how do I keep this open without them trashing me? Oh. Like these guys, it's also not enough. 1, 2, 3. I could split them up and put them in these 3. I would give up this 1 hex, but then they can move further. And that too would be a problem. I have 3 panzer divisions. Because now they would just cross and do some pretty easy attacks in there. let's put double division here. Yeah, that's still very tricky. And one of the panzer divisions over here. They will likely get it. I have nothing else. I can give up this position. At least for now. And reinforce this upper area. What that does is, I still can't see it because of that name. Let's get rid of those points. Oop. 30 and 31 is reasonable. It's a lot better than before. This is a 24. Okay. But let's just get rid of those points for a little bit here. So, having done that, there are basically two things I can do. What are the chances that they'll try to cross? Because if they do cross, then that would be a problem. I think, though, I'm better off dividing it like that and keeping these there. They have to attack across the river after all. There's only one unit. They're a lot less likely to be able to push these guys than to attack this. They will likely attack that, so they will benefit from getting the additional 2,000. The 22nd Panzer Division is also in very poor state. Ferdinand Heim. Most likely I will just get all these units and put them under the 40th, and then put the 40th Panzer under 4th Panzer Army. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 1, 2, 3. These guys have 1, 2, yeah. Let's move that HQ over here so I can get the tanks in here and that HQ in there. And I'll put these guys on refit because they're not at 70%, not even close. They're also, yeah. And then what I'll do is we have the 40th Panzer Corps here. I think I can put them under that. Yes, I can. Because the 48th Panzer Corps has Ferdinand Heim, which is a 45554. And then the 40th Panzer Corps at least is a 65. And the good thing is that at least then I don't have to switch that much. Now, there are no support units, I believe, under the 40th here. Yeah, none. So I'll transfer all the support units from the 48th to the 40th Panzer Corps. And that means that they are completely empty. I will let them help work on a depot. I guess I already have a super depot here, so that's unnecessary. I already have Army Group A there, so the closest thing this corps can work on is Salsk. And I think Salsk also is a depot that should be working just fine. Let's put them under our group A for the moment then. That's fine. If they can pump up the depot. The thing here is, of course, is that this is now the only railroad that is really working its way up there, making all these things kind of tricky. Either way, I think that kind of positions my units for now. This is not great. I actually think these guys will most likely get it. I do get reinforcements for the next turn though, so if there is a chance of keeping it open, which maybe will happen, then let's put you under the 4th Corps anyway. And since, yeah, the thing is that with 4th Panzer Army, they're not gonna dig in. So I actually want 4th Panzer Army to be an assault army anyway. Yeah. Which cost me 10 AP. The reason why I want to do that is so that... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're already in 42, so it means they're... Crap, they're only going to 10. But I'll get one of the Romanians and I'll put them under a 6th Army Corps and hope that's fine. As far as the unready Romanians, I will keep them on a depot in the middle. In the hopes of them not getting hurt. I have the 8th Corps. Let's see. Let's also see if I can just assign some powerful support units here. And I think I can. A Panzerjäger, a Stug battalion, and let's see what that heavy Stug battery is. This already beefs it up a bit. Heavy Stug battery consists of Stu IG 33B. Combat value 0.51. What is the combat value of the Pioneers? Less. Okay, so the Panzer Division would benefit more from the Stug battery. It stays at 5, but I just hope that by being pumped up a bit they might hold. Can't know for sure. We'll have to see. Anyway, that's Hubis Panzer Corps. They're obviously way too overstretched here. There are these two. Let's see. As for the 8th Corps, I'll have them take these. And let's have the 8th Corps get on there. Then the 8th Corps is also taking something up there, and I don't think that's a great idea. Let's have the 8th Corps take these. No, they're already unready. Let's move from here. This cavalry can't do anything. I need a more powerful general there, and kind of like the weaker one down here. That sounds a bit nasty, but that's the 8th Corps. Let's leave it at this. So the 8th Corps has these. Then the 11th Corps will take you. Yeah. There we go. 8 out of 9, 9 out of 9 there. Yeah, they cannot move without, yeah, on one of those hexes anyway, so they can stay there now. I don't see the AI putting a unit in here, but we'll see. Currently, I only have that Panzer Corps and this Corps, so what I need to do is put you under the 11th. And change. No, he already has 7, so he is reasonable. Of course, he also has 6 morale, 6 initiative, so that's pretty okay. Very little support units, which needs to change because the 8th Corps has a lot, but 8th Corps doesn't really need them as much. Because, yeah. So I need to transport some from the 8th to the 11th. Certainly. Let's start with that. And take a look at the 51st, yeah. They also need to give some stuff to the 11th. And there we go. How does the 11th look now? A lot better. Like, this is good, I think. The 4th at least has some artillery, and let's see, I'm gonna put you under the 51st. We already know that 6th Army itself is overburdened. They have a lot of construction battalions. I'm gonna define those individually there. Let's give some to the 8th still though, because despite everything, I don't want the 8th to be completely in a pickle. Yeah, they have only 2 artillery, 1 pioneer now. That's no more artillery here though. How are they? All the other ones have at least 2. 4th Corps has none, so let's give some to the 4th Corps if I can. Yes, I can. Okay, great. And then there's a lot of construction battalions, which I will dish out to the 9th, 51st, and 8th. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 3. And I'll give the last ones to the Panzer Corps. They'll be unlocked. I need to put all these unlocked actually. Because I don't want the game to shift it by itself. I wonder if I can just go to the commander's report screen, look at HQs, go to support level, and put all of it under locked. So now I don't have to do it. Exactly. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better, I would think. Let's get the 6th army. Basically, I want all of the HQs on the depots. Like that. And that's it. That's 6th army for you. We'll have to see how it goes. Giving up some serious positions here too, but yeah, I need to keep it on this side of the Don. Okay, which means we're moving up. I have these 2 parts of that infantry division. They could reinforce this part. I think that's not even such a bad idea, because that way they'll also shift over to this location where I kind of need them. Not necessarily down here. The AI will, I guess, maybe even slowly just go there, but let's go. So this is a much more powerful position now. I think they have a much better chance of holding with these German parts. I need to put them under something else here. That could potentially... Like, the core is too far away, and I can't put them under the 5th. There's no other German core in the area. Not at least for the moment. 8th Italian Army, no. But I can't switch them. They need to get under Army Group Dawn or something similar, but... yeah, okay, I'll have to switch that up. I cannot move anything here or here, so there is that. Can't really do anything with those, so that means that I'm gonna move up. Because besides the 6th Army, there's a lot of things that need to be done here. Let's start going to the absolute north and start working on that. Let's just get rid of this for a moment, just to see a little bit better. There are a few things that are potentially worrisome, which is this very small amount of units. Currently only have the 269th, which is going to withdraw in a few turns. 215th. Where's the last part of the 215th? It's in that hex. You see, I don't expect them to seriously launch an offensive from that side. So I don't need that part of the Luftwaffe Field Division. Wait. Where's the 3rd part of the 225th? It's not here. Okay. Let's send them by unit name and then go to the 225th here. It's on the map. 2nd Corps. Oh. Okay, they will have to get out then, but it's good to know that. So then I cannot really move those units. I could split up the 58th. What are you doing there? Not much. I'll put them together. And I want you to get out. Together with both of these. This is a bit stronger. I don't want to give up Pushkin. And I'll put one part in here. The 18th Army is ridiculously overburdened, just like the 16th Army. Whereas Army Group North itself isn't even doing that poorly. It's just that there are way too many units in there. Obviously, I don't have any armies to spare. But 4th Army has too little, 2nd Panzer Army has too much, 3rd Panzer Army has slightly too little. If we're looking at 9th Army, it's also ridiculously overburdened. Well, let's start down here then, because those guys have enough. Then these guys have only 4, so let's take units from the 28th Corps, put them under the 1st. So that's a little bit better. These on the 26th. Now, from that, let's take out this security division. Where is the depot here? The security division is doing reasonably well. This mountain division is not even doing that poorly either. But this point... Oh, cannot go in there, eh? That's fine. I don't really care if they break out to this section, to be honest. If they link up with this, that's obviously not going to be great. But any other way, it's gonna be pretty tough for them regardless. I need to do that. And put you in there. And I also want to take out the 132nd for gaining those combat prep points. I'll have to see how this goes. This position might be unholdable. I'm gonna switch these two, because I think the threat from this side is a lot bigger than from that side, so I don't mind switching them up. They're still more powerful this way than the other way around, so I want the weaker units to be targeted towards Leningrad, and the more powerful units towards this way. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna move all of these. They're still gonna be weak, but I need the 291st in that position to hold that, which is on the 18th. That's not exactly what I had in mind. What I do have in mind, though, is shipping out the 20th motorized from this area. And, well, let's actually wait with that, because I might... Yeah, I'm not going to use them necessarily for an assault now, but they might still be of some use. At the very least, I have all infantry now. They've crossed the river, which is the biggest problem. I'd rather they go back across the river. But I need serious firepower for that. I could try that on the next turn if I prepare now and they don't put additional stuff on there. Because basically, if I at least have them across the river, well, the rivers will freeze, which is a big problem. And then it doesn't really matter as much as it did before. But once the thaw sets in again, yeah, then I really want them to not be across here. That is tricky. At any rate, I'll have both of these go under the army, which is not as great. Like, they're not under a corps, so they're gonna miss out on some roles, but it alleviates the overburdening of the corps level. And that is quite good. So currently all of the units, or all of the core level units except for the 50th Corps, are not overburdened, and I like that a lot more than these guys also sticking to it, and all my other corps also being overburdened. Yeah. Okay, are we on support? Alright, what are these guys gonna do anyway? To Norway? Norway, eh? To rest and refit, remain in occupation duty for more than a year and a half. It returned to European mainland, invade Denmark, and fought in the Vosges Mountains in the Battle of Colmar. Okay, so there's where it's gonna go. How are we on Norway anyway? 103. So to be honest, I don't see any reason for the 269th to go there. They're at full strength. Why would they leave? Yeah, let's clear that transfer. They ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna put them in here, and I'm gonna prepare for potential attack out here. They'll be on reserve, but I'd be highly surprised if they actually did some reserve action. I'm not too worried about that. Let's also do one last thing, because these units, like this is move of a field corps, then they're all part of the higher HQ, which is kind of nonsense. 9th Army is already severely overburdened. I don't think I have any other command. What's coming in? So we'll get some. Like, to be honest, I kind of need another army. Which I don't have. Okay. And it's not as if I can go to Western Europe and, say, take an army. That would be nice, but just can't do that. So that kind of sucks. Either way, it seems like my time is up for the moment once again, so I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. I know that first turn is taking ages. It's a one-time thing, though. So once we fixed everything, we should be ready to go for the most part, and things should be going a lot faster. Yeah. Like I said, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.